Yeah, 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 yeah. A 200 millas en un jet ski, si tú quieres te lo aquí.
All the basketball knowledge that you have you ever thought about being a GM?
Yeah, we keep waiting for somebody to ask me. In '09, I did like this half tongue-in-cheek thing to take over the Milwaukee Bucks, ironically. And some of the Bucks fans were like, hey, this isn't a bad idea. We've had terrible GMs, but are you serious? But it's a hard job, and it's a thankless job, too. Like, you're on the road a lot.
Well, the good thing is, in NBA 2K, you can actually be a GM of the team. So I wanted to ask you, if you could rebrand an NBA franchise or start one somewhere, where would the location be?
Seattle.
Seattle? Okay.
Yeah, I would move Oklahoma City to Seattle. That would be my first move.
What about a new franchise? Where would you start
New
it?
franchise, Vegas. And Vancouver would be another location. You see what's happened in basketball now with Canada and how popular the Raptors became over this course of this decade. Like, that easily could have also happened in Vancouver. So I think
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to insights those scouting reports would reveal about your team and your opposition.
Typically, player tendencies and team tendencies, how do they win? What areas are they really strong in? A team being excellent on the glass or tremendous in transition offense or very physical. I mean, just those types of nuggets that you would have for a team and then individual players so that you could try to position them to not be at their best by what you did to counteract them.
Good explanation. To the middle. It's stolen by Lyles. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Mills. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
You know, that's what Mills gives you when he's on the floor, a dangerous shooter who can cause problems for the defense.
Here's Cowboy. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gay drives in.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Murray's checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for James Harden. And San Antonio also making a switch. Forbes checked in.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
In the corner, it's McLemore. Now the pass to Cowboy. Low block shot. And that's good off the glass that time. And here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Gay on the way. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. Gay's got 5.
Really hard to know how to defend Gay. I mean, he's lethal from mid-range and has the ability to knock down three-pointers.
Passes it to Cowboy. Now here's Capella. It's stolen by Lyles. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The more he facilitates, the more effective Gay is, and it's good to see him concentrating on that part of his game.
The Spurs have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Here's Cowboy. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's the teardrop. That shot off the mark. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1.
2 turnovers shouldn't have happened.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio.
We'll take the foul.
Lyles out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's White, then it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the 3 slot.
And, well, whatever your feelings may be on the Rockets, you can't deny their offense works.
Yeah, it does work, really. I mean, I agree with you. 2nd in offensive rating last year, 4th in effective field goal percentage. This team knows how to produce points and be efficient in doing so, and they stay with their approach. They don't let teams take them off their game plan.
Shot clock at 5. With some arc. Murray with the defensive effort.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Cowboy passes to Capella. It's hauled in by Lyles.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Puts it up from 15. San Antonio again missing. Rockets trailed by 4. Gordon the pass to Cowboy. Inside, it's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball for the Rockets. The shot, no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to head.
You guys, I think this is one of the best looking games out for the moment, for me. Not necessarily the player models, but just
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One hit.
Generally don't look as good as this does. It's one thing I like about 2K and their basketball tiles.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Harden on the wing. Carroll covering. The offensive rebound. Westbrook. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
Here's Cowboy. He has 6. 4 on the clock. Pass to Tucker. And here's Westbrook from the arc.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Good on.
You know, it's really hard to match up against Clint Capella's height and length. I mean, sometimes you got to foul him.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on the second free throw. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Harden and Tucker the forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Cowboy, and it's Capella in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Houston leading by 12. Here's Tucker. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Really?
Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's stolen by Capella.
Get on.
Pass to Cowboy. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden scanning the floor. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Spurs trail by 12. Here's Gay. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
For 3, Westbrook. And that's collected by Gay.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Houston's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Count that one.
Hey, this
Harden's
one's
got the lead
hard.
up to 12 now for the Rockets. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up with the Spurs.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Gay. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And they're running. Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll
Foul.
shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard.
All right,
Explosive.
well, look
We
at
don't
how the
use that
points have
with
been generated so far.
certain
Scoring
ethnics.
breakdown for Houston.
Anytime you get as many points in the
Never
paint
even
as
say
they
it,
have,
but-
you know you've got a good thing going,
Oh.
and you just want to keep it going.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Houston leading by 7. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got DeJounte Murray. Damari Carroll is out there with Lyles. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Walker in at the 2. Capella against Poeltl. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. Rebound San Antonio.
What's going on?
Miles got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the wing on the left. Murray, the pass to Lyles. Carroll with it. Top of the key. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Cowboy passes to Capella. Moves back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Capella's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
11 feet away. Walker with a clean look. And a miss there on the triple. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Harden. Bucket is good. And now it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
Boy, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, then you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
Lyles passes to Poeltl. Good work there as it goes.
Really amazing body control by Poeltl, just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
In the corner, Harden shoots over Lyles. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Rockets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams, Greg. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Basket counts. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Lyles with a wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
We know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying.
What a great guy. I love having him on the show. Strong agree. We should have him on more often. Yeah, I'm going to talk to James after the show. I'm sure he can do it. Oh, yeah. Book it and cook it, Hank.
So what did you row about at the dark? It wasn't a row. Your stepdaughter Heather says different.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Hey, Jay, have a seat. I just wanted to let you know that we're all really happy with the way that you're developing. It's coming along.
Hey, I appreciate that, Coach. It means a lot.
At this point, we think you could be a starter.
Hey, for real, a starter?
I'm just gonna give it to you. Right? You gotta keep working, and then the game keeps evolving. It's there, right?
Hey, whatever's best for the team, I'm just here to help us win.
Don't let up. Every day, every game is an opportunity.
Most definitely.
All right, I'll see you at practice.
All right, cool.
Go get some rest.
Will do.
Making starter.
This is a frighteningly good team to try to defend.
It is, unless it's the third round of the playoffs. Then they become super easy to defend because everybody's afraid to take a jump shot.
You were in the studio today recording some of that basketball knowledge with Kevin Harlan. What's that experience like with one of the most iconic broadcasters around basketball?
Stand by my side, though, okay? If you don't mind, would you
Don't
stand
put
right...
Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan's a national treasure. Leave the man alone. He's great, and
I do find with this game that there's far too much cutscene, chat, all that sort of stuff.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So nearly the first quarter's worth of play is taken up by videos.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And before we... Well, point forwards and big guards in demand.
This is me skipping,
you're right. Thank
so
you.
that's how much there actually is.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Clippers. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. Of course. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Green. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Paul George. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. Cowboy comes in for James Harden. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible, and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Harrell, and Harkless is subbed in for Leonard. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Houston.
Give me the ball, give me the ball. B. Seems like a pointless timeout. These are also unskippable until about 5 seconds in. That was a big foul. I'll take the free throws all day long. And keep this guy nice, that'll be ideal.
And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Just got it.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard.
I think the quarters are about 6 minutes by default.
For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard comes in for Harkless. Lou Williams is
Trying
subbed
to
in
get
for
through
Landry
here.
Shamet. And that one misses. Los Angeles has gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. They've got Paul George. Patrick Patterson is out there with Harrell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
1:30 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Cowboy. Kicks to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Cowboy passes to McLemore. Another miss by Houston.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but
Nothing
that's
can do
just
that.
warm-up, so
Too quick.
maybe just a step too far.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The pass to House. For 3, Westbrook. That's good. He's 5
Yes.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
for 9. George passes to Williams. Basket good. Williams has got 10 points in the game.
Seen him coming, I just
Some
couldn't
kind
get
of
in there.
adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Cowboy passes to Tucker. Great D that time from Harrell.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Outside Williams. Dishes to Leonard. Over McLemore. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Off target with the open look. It's been all about Lou Williams.
Point behind. That's an easy
Dave,
ball there.
thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Patterson comes in for Green, and Landry Shamet subbed in for George. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Ben McLemore. Clint Capella is out there with Cowboy, and it's House in at the 4-man position. No good from Cowboy. Clippers leading by 4, and a huge piece of the Tobias Harris trade last year, Brent. Landry Shamet shows a lot of promise.
Interesting for Lambeau, as they call him, at age 22 out of Wichita State, to come into the league, show his ability to shoot from the three-point line, shot 40% from deep while taking over 4 a game last year, seemed very comfortable in seeking out the line. And the opportunity for him now with the star power around him, a lot more is going to open up for Landry Shamet to be a 3rd or 4th guy on the offensive end to make some major contributions.
Now here's Leonard. Defense right on him. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Landry Shamet. 59 seconds left in the third. Leonard, no luck.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that one's good. House.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in
That's
that
a good
setup right
playmaking,
there.
anyway.
The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
From 13, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Williams. And 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
The strength in that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Cowboy passes to Capella. Houston moving the ball around. Passes it to Cowboy. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Zubac. Count it, good.
Yeah.
He's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Outside Leonard. The tray. The shot comes out. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth.
That's a hell of a block.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Williams is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. A floater, Cowboy. And yes, it's good. And the Rockets lead by 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. And he comes up with the deuce. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Just trying to finish
Something
on
we're used to
B-plus
seeing in
from
this
here.
offense, but
That's
tonight it
doable.
may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
I use
Cowboy
Streamlabs.
passes to Capella.
Streamlabs OBS. It's just a custom
Launches a
version of
3.
OBS.
Sinks the triple.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And the Clippers call time here. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the
Personally,
level
I
of
just
finesse
find that
and
it's a
craftiness
little
that
bit
Lou
more
Williams
user-friendly
always plays
than
with.
the standard OBS, and it allows you to use the widgets and alert boxes, etc., straight from the Streamlabs website.
So good in tight spaces.
That free throw good from Harden.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Now, here's George. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it out to Leonard. To halt the run. It doesn't go for him. The Rockets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Cowboy passes to Capella. To the left wing. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And George with the stop.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Timeout called. The Rockets. They're leading by 7. We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Rebound by Harrell.
Yeah.
Harrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Clippers trailed by 9. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's George. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Capella. Rockets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Pass to Cowboy. Pass to House. Here's Cowboy. 4 on the shot clock. Capella kicks to House. Over Leonard. Great D that time from Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. It's George on the wing, guarded by Harden. George dishes to Green. Williams passes to Green. Now Harrell, guarded by Tucker. A 3-ball. The Clippers get another chance here. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shots good from Cowboy.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Williams nails the 16-footer.
Pretty good mid-range player there.
Screwed
The
by
touch
2
from
guys
Lou Williams,
chasing another,
especially in those kind of jumpers, that one's on the money.
Harden outside. So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a very strong showing for them. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up.
Oh no, it's an accolade. Sorry, I was thinking of achievement. So yeah, no, my bad.
And the whole 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.
You're listening to Hank the Hornet on 90.
Spend a few new points. I'm missing the training games at the moment just because I want to try and speed up the level of play that I get.
And it's time for you to choose the top play of winter winner. Last week, you voted for
Although
your
I'm
two
missing out on
finalists, but
obviously
this
some
week,
badges,
you
so
choose who
probably
gets that
worthwhile me getting
500,000
back into
BC.
the practices again.
Your
I wish you could turn all these off.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And it's happening out in Phoenix, where the Sun...
Oh, we're getting there. Here we go.
A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. And let's go.
There's so many intros to each game.
Doing it all, DA. Thanks. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's House in at the 3. And
9 straight seasons of going on vacation early. And think about it, that's despite picking at the top of the draft year after year.
And doors for the Suns going forward. It can't help that they play in the always difficult Western Conference.
That's right. The Western Conference is so strong at the top, and it's strong at the bottom as well. You know, you think about it, teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, Dallas, Sacramento, Minnesota, all of those teams are on the upswing. So how do the Suns eventually climb that ladder?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Suns have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And the Suns making a change here. Okobo's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Murray's checked in for Danuel House. Cowboy passes to Tucker. Here's Cowboy. He's guarded by Diallo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Poked away. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Murray. He can't get it to go.
Really, I'll give you
and
that,
Phoenix will come the other way. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
That was bad in my half. Should have reordered. Especially, I never had, it wasn't too bad then. Oh, really? I was in the quarter, I'm sorry. We don't mind. We'll win.
And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Johnson is out there with Shaq Diallo. And it's Tyler Johnson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Okobo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Come on.
Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. 8 seconds left to play in the first half. Westbrook kicks to Green. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals. Johnson, he's checked in for Booker. Cowboys checked in for Houston. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to House. Cuts off the pass. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Clint Capella. Cowboy is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Harden, and it's House in at the power forward.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Cowboy passes to Capella. Harden against Oubre. Here's Cowboy. Phoenix grabs the miss. Baines has got 6 rebounds in the game. You talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris, the Australian. Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kev, he is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Rockets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Austin Rivers comes in for Russell Westbrook. Rubio misses.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And there's the feed to Capella. And stolen by Diallo. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
Another shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. Johnson outside. Bridges passes to Diallo. Back to Bridges. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And not a season, Doris, that bounce off the statue, but a strong rookie campaign for Mikal Bridges.
You simply can't ignore the defense he brings for this team. Very refined for his experience level. Teams would love to see him grow into a third option on the offensive end with this roster. Let's see if that happens.
McLemore's checked in for Eric Gordon. Here's Cowboy, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the latest I heard with Che is that he's cut a deal to be a rep for Gatorade. Very high honor for a brand that has long been associated with our league.
You said it well, GA. Gatorade doesn't really just hand out endorsement deals either. They must really love the upside that Che has shown to give him a deal this early in his career. Wow, impressive. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Okobo looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Right wing. Now here's Capella. He's guarded by Diallo. Cowboy passes to Green. And here's Rivers. Houston moving the ball around. No good from Cowboy.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Johnson wide open. He fires. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
This guy's so good at the catch-and-shoot game. Tyler Johnson has tremendous lift off the floor. He's going to...
And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Shaq Diallo. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. Oubre is checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tyler Johnson.
I can get a B-.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kaminsky out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Baines in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, what you love about Russell Westbrook, yes, he can give you a triple-double every night. But what I love more is the passion and the fact that he gives it to you every single night he plays.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision-making.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Eric Gordon on the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Cowboy passes to House. Down low. Here's Cowboy. Brings it from 9 feet away. And the Rockets lead by 7. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Outside Gordon. Cowboy passes to Harden. Here's Cowboy. Goes up at the stripe. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up by 2. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
.135 left to play in the final quarter. Cowboy kicks it out to Harden. Over Booker. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And that's now 19 points for James Harden.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Harden against Booker. 14 feet away, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Here's Cowboy, covered by Rubio. And it's Capella missing, and here's Phoenix. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Rubio. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Cowboy, covered by Rubio. Cowboy, no good. Good D by Rubio. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Booker. To the left side wing to take the lead. Rebounded by Capella. Here's Cowboy, and Tucker has it in the corner. Al Harden, and there's the pass to Cowboy. Got it up in time, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime, and we'll be back right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So Phoenix. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
I love it, Bob.
Well, I think that's the end of NBA for tonight. I'm going to go check Twitter. I know it's blown up a little bit from some of the announcement that's come out from Microsoft and bringing 15 games, biggest one being Destiny 2 to xCloud, but it's not an issue. A game came out 2017 on the Xbox. I don't know why people are getting mad about it now. It doesn't take anything away from Stadia. Stadia plays it better, allows you to play in all places. It's just all round better on Stadia. But let's go find out what it is. Thanks for stopping by, you guys that did, and until next time.